What is up, my friends? Today, a frenzy all over the internet. People were trying to figure out if leaks were true or not about the true name of Spider Man 3. It turns out, no, nobody knows exactly. Well, as I'm recording this, actually, they are supposed to have Tom Holland on Jimmy Fallon, I believe, and maybe we'll get some word there, but as of now, there is no word on that yet. But apparently, there has been a leak for the WandaVision finale where we see it's that famous MCU line they like to hit us with, and that's so and so will return in, and it says will return in Spider-Man Home Worlds. What the fuck? Is this true or not? So there's a lot of different titles going around here and there. So I'll talk more about that and Wanda and Spider-Man 3 in a separate video. It'll be right after this one. But there's a lot of titles going on. There was Phone Home, Homeward Bound. People are saying, I think even Jimmy Kimmel put That's So Craven, Spider-Man Home Slice. And so there was a lot. There was a lot going on. And I think that this is a very interesting marketing that they're doing right here, is where they're sort of like playing with these whole thing where we see people like just like speculating, having theories, and just going crazy. Do we get a trailer today? Maybe. I think that that is a huge possibility, and I think that we're definitely due for one, especially with what's coming next. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen and what's gonna be the whole thing about this. But I think that we definitely are going to be getting some news either tonight or tomorrow. But I do believe it'll be the Spider-Man Homeworlds, just because I think that there has been a lot of leaks and all of that with Wanda. I wouldn't put it as like past them not to have more leaks show up, especially if that whole Quicksilver thing happened. Now, if this is the name, it makes sense. Homeworlds, and if we have Wanda, and of course Multiverse of Madness, it would just make that be more like, yeah, this makes sense that there are different worlds and universes out there that are being hit by everything. And so now we have this whole dilemma going about in Spider-Man 3, if it's called Homeworlds. So I'm excited to see if that's the case. Now, one of the interesting things now, as I'm actually like looking through if there's any news or anything going on, is Tom Holland has addressed the rumors. He's actually just got asked point blank by Jimmy Fallon, is Andrew Garfield in this movie? And he actually went on to say, no, if he was, I would be the first to know because I'm Spider-Man. I read the script and all of that. And to that, why would he say it, right? He neither said, no, I'm denying that, or he didn't confirm it. I mean, usually the case with these type of contracts is you don't deny or confirm anything because you don't want to get caught like that. And so I think them playing around with the titles and everything is sort of this whole, as I said, marketing scheme of how we have people like just throwing theories out of nowhere about who's going to show up and what's going to happen. There's people saying Doctor Doom is the main villain in this, so it's just all over the place right now. And I think that's what's building more and more hype for this as we get closer to that release date. I do believe that I said this in my WandaVision videos that I've done in the past, and I'm going to keep saying it. Feige himself said at the Disney presentation for investors that this whole thing, WandaVision, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, was a 3-part film altogether. 3 arc, whatever you want to call it. And so it'd be insane not to think that Wanda would show up and would cause some sort of multiverse that's going to happen and be resolved in Doctor Strange, but it leaks into Spider-Man and so on. So I do find the possibility of having Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3 to be high, whether it's one, but it probably is going to be both of them. And I'm pretty excited to see that finally happen. When do we get a trailer for this? I don't know. It's going to be interesting if they wait all the way to the summer to give us anything or just a little bit beforehand. But in the meantime, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, right? What do you think about Spider-Man 3? Do you think that there is a whole possibility of we don't see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire? Because then that would be very much so a letdown that these rumors were led to be able to snowball into this giant thing that when we finally get the end product, whether it's amazing or not, we are still let down because we were expecting something else entirely. And so I don't know. I think that if that's not the case, Marvel should have came in here a little earlier and said, no, 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 that's not happening. But we promise you what's going to happen is going to be cool as well. So, very interesting situation we have here. I think we will definitely know the title pretty soon, whether it's tonight or tomorrow or by the end of the month. Next month, I don't know. Like I said, the leak is supposedly that it's called Spider-Man Home Worlds, according to people posting a screenshot of the ending of WandaVision. But my question to that is, why don't we see more of that episode, right? Like what happened in that finale? But you know, it's interesting, right? What is going on, right? So let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think of the titles, how Marvel and Disney are playing along with all of this? I think it's amazing. I think it's funny, and I think it just goes to show that they're really looking out there to the social medias to figure out what exactly people are thinking about everything. And I'm here for it. I'm excited. Can't wait to see what happens. We have WandaVision's newest episode coming this week. You know, I cover it here on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed for that. So I got a couple of other things that are going to be popping up in the channel as well. We're going to talk about how Wanda would appear in Spider-Man 3 and what that means for the future and what we can look forward to in these next couple of episodes as well. That video should be right after this one. So if it's late and it showed up on your timeline, yeah, you might want to go check it out. If we do get anything of a trailer or more footage or pictures from Jimmy Fallon, I'll just do a separate video for that as well, because the hype is here, my friends. The hype for Spider-Man, I think the marketing starts, and it's going to be a fun road until we get the movie at the end of the year. So I'm happy, I'm excited, and can't wait to see what it is. Hopefully, it's a big release, a big sort of like presentation where we see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire show up at some point as well and sort of like introduce us to what's coming next. Anyways, as always, that is going to do it for me. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the bell for notifications. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. We are less than 2,000 away. Can we reach that before the end of the month? That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome if we did. No hope here, but I'm very hopeful at the same time, I guess. So let's see if we can get to that. Make sure you follow me on social media as well, Nerd Round. You can check me out on Twitter, also Anchor, all of that good stuff. And that's going to do it for me. I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive. Hey, if you're still listening, check out the video on the left. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. As always, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you all next time. Stay safe, stay positive.